When parents tries to cover up her daughter's crime, unaware they are walking straight into the trap her daughter set for them. Welcome to Book of Recaps. The movie begins with old home videos of a little girl named Kayla. These videos, taken by her parents, Rebecca and Jay, show Kayla growing up. From these clips, we see they were a happy family. But these videos are all from the past. Now, we are in the present. Kayla is 15 years old. Her life is not happy anymore. Her parents are divorced. They have both started new lives. But Kayla has not. She still misses her old life. Kayla's mother, Rebecca, is taking her to her father, Jay's house, with her boyfriend. From there, Jay will take Kayla to her ballet school. Here are some details about the family. Kayla has asthma and always carries her inhaler. Jay is a musician with a band. Rebecca is a lawyer, and Kayla lives with her because Rebecca has more money. Kayla does not like her parents' new partners. She wishes her family was still together, but she can't change anything. Rebecca drops Kayla off at Jay's house and goes back to her office. Jay then takes Kayla to the ballet school. On the way, they stop at a bus stop and see Kayla's friend, Brittany. Brittany also needs to go to ballet school, but her dad isn't driving her, so she's waiting for the bus. Since they are going to the same place, Jay lets Brittany ride with them. They leave for school. On the way, they stop for a bathroom break. Kayla and Brittany go into the woods. Jay waits for them by the car. After a long time, they don't come back. Jay goes into the woods to check. He walks far in but sees no sign of them. He starts to get worried. Then he hears Brittany scream. He quickly runs towards the sound. He sees Kayla sitting on a bridge, but Brittany is not there. He asks Kayla where Brittany is, but Kayla doesn't answer. Jay then realizes the truth. Brittany had fallen into the river. Her purse is lying nearby. He looks into the fast-flowing river, but it's too late. The river moves too quickly, and Brittany must have been swept away. Jay runs back to the car and starts to call the police. Then Kayla tells him, "I pushed Brittany." Jay stops, shocked. His daughter had committed a crime. He can't believe it's murder. Kayla says Brittany was being mean to her, so she pushed her. Jay doesn't know what to do. Brittany might still be alive, and as a person, he should call the police to save her life. But as a father, he feels he must do the opposite, not call the police and let Brittany die to save his daughter. This choice worries him greatly. Just then, a truck drives by. Jay quickly hides with Kayla behind the car. In that moment, he makes his choice. He puts Kayla in the car and they leave. Now, Jay is a criminal too, along with Kayla. He drives straight to Rebecca's house but can't bring himself to tell her what happened. Rebecca gets angry when she sees him because she knows he didn't take Kayla to school. She doesn't talk to him and goes straight to Kayla. Rebecca sees that Kayla is unwell. She needs her inhaler, but she lost it. Jay tells Rebecca he's taking Kayla to his house and will drop her at school tomorrow. He wants to hide everything from Rebecca, but Rebecca doesn't agree. She takes Kayla to her own house, and Jay follows them. At Rebecca's house, Rebecca sees a cut on Jay's hand. His behavior is also strange. She tells him to go home. Then she sees Kayla is missing. Kayla is in the bathroom. Jay realizes Kayla doesn't know how to act after a murder. He feels the same way. Seeing their strange behavior, Rebecca becomes worried. She asks Kayla what's happening. Then Kayla tells her everything. After hearing it, Rebecca's face looks just like Jay's. They are both in the same state of shock. They talk about it. They both want to save Kayla, but they can't understand how a 15-year-old girl could kill someone. The more Rebecca thinks, the more guilty she feels. Brittany might still be alive, and every second they waste could save her. They decide to go to the river to find Brittany, but Jay stops them. He doesn't want Kayla's future to be ruined. He tells Rebecca to focus on helping their daughter, saying Brittany probably can't be helped now. Rebecca can't decide what to do and sends Jay home. The next morning, Rebecca is very sad and worried. But Kayla is the opposite. She is completely calm, acting like nothing happened. This behavior worries Rebecca even more. Jay also comes back to Rebecca's house. Kayla seems happier to see him. Jay, like Rebecca, is confused by Kayla's calm behavior. They talk to each other, thinking maybe she's just in shock from what happened. Kayla hears them talking, and she doesn't like it. She quickly leaves the house. When her parents try to stop her, she makes a scene right on the road. It's like she's stealing their peace and breaking their hearts all at once. If this makes you angry at Kayla, it means she's a very good actress. You'll understand more by watching the movie. First, she committed a crime. Then, she made her parents criminals by helping her hide it. And now, she's acting out even more. Jay gets tired of her behavior and leaves again. As soon as he's gone, there's a knock at the door. It's Sam, Brittany's dad. Sam asks Rebecca why Kayla and Brittany didn't go to ballet school. Sam is sure Brittany must be with Kayla. But Rebecca lies, telling him Kayla is sick and didn't go to school. She says she knows nothing about Brittany. Sam then asks if he can talk to Kayla. Rebecca says Kayla went to the hospital with her dad, Jay. Sam gives Rebecca his phone number so he can talk to Kayla when she gets back. After Sam leaves, Rebecca immediately calls Jay. But his phone is off. Now, this is a big problem. The father of the girl Kayla pushed into the river has come to their door. Rebecca realizes that hiding the truth won't be as easy as she thought. Rebecca starts to worry alone, especially as Sam keeps calling her. Of course, Sam is very worried about his daughter. But Rebecca remembers that this all started with Sam. Brittany was waiting at the bus stop because Sam didn't drive her to school that day. It was his job to drop his daughter off, but he was careless. Now, Rebecca is tired of ignoring his calls. Finally, Rebecca decides she has to make Kayla talk to Sam. She goes to Kayla's room and sees Kayla calmly watching TV. Rebecca asks Kayla to talk to Sam and quickly tells her what to say. But Kayla flatly refuses. Rebecca's frustration is sky high. Kayla is making Rebecca regret her decision to protect her. Rebecca starts to wonder if she did the right thing by not calling the police. She thinks, nothing can be worse than raising a killer. Rebecca is deep in thought when her doorbell rings again. Rebecca knows it's Sam back at the door. She doesn't want to face him, but luckily it's Jay. Jay explains that his phone fell into the river, so he went to get a new one. Rebecca tells him everything about Sam's visit. Jay thinks calmly for a moment. He decides that they should go stay in a hotel outside of town for a few days until the situation calms down. They leave at that moment. Just then, Sam arrives back at Rebecca's house. He asks Rebecca where Kayla is. She says Kayla hasn't returned yet, but then Jay comes out of the house. Seeing Jay, Sam looks confused. If Kayla's dad is here, he says, then what is Kayla doing alone in the hospital? Jay quickly says that Kayla is having some tests done. And then Kayla herself walks out of the house. The situation becomes incredibly awkward. Sam looks at them, suspicions clear in his eyes. He asks them what they are hiding. When they refuse to tell him anything, he walks straight towards Kayla. Jay quickly stops him, and in the struggle, Jay gets hurt. Even then, he doesn't say anything to Kayla. Sam doesn't understand their strange behavior. He threatens to call the police and leaves. What they feared has happened. Rebecca gives Jay first aid for his injury. As she tends to him, they talk a lot. Kayla is listening to all of it. She seems happy to see her mom and dad close together again. It becomes clear that Kayla's difficult attitude might be because of her parents' divorce. Her life completely changed because of it. The movie has shown us how she used to be. Now, it's possible that she pushed Brittany not to kill her, but to bring her parents closer. Or maybe she didn't kill her, and this is all just a way to make her parents act like a family again. Either way, it's time to get serious. They need to find a way to escape from the police. They don't find a way to escape on their own. But then, they remember Rebecca's friend, Kenji, who works in the police department. Jay remembers that Brittany had a bruise on her face when she was in the car that day. They use this bruise and Sam's worried calls to create a story. They will say that Sam, Brittany's father, beats his daughter. They'll claim she didn't go to school before because of him, and that he also beat her when she came to Rebecca's house, all because Kayla is Brittany's friend. With this whole fabricated story, Rebecca goes to Kenji. To save their child, they are now filing a police complaint against the very man whose daughter they believe Kayla killed. A parent will go to any length to protect their child. Kenji comes to their house to talk to Kayla. By then, they have fully prepared Kayla on what to say. She tells Kenji that Sam used to beat Brittany a lot, but she adds many more lies of her own, things her parents didn't even tell her to say. This shows her manipulative side even more. On the way, Kenji tells Rebecca that Sam, Brittany's father, never filed a missing person report for his daughter. This means Rebecca and Jay made a big mistake by bringing the police into this. Everything they are doing is making their problems worse. Jay goes to Kayla and asks her why she lied so much to Kenji. Kayla simply says she learned from the best people. The next day, Kenji goes to Sam's house to ask him questions. He asks many things but doesn't get any useful information from Sam. At the same time, Jay takes Kayla to his house. His whole band is there, including his girlfriend. Jay's girlfriend has Brittany's purse, the one Jay picked up from the riverbank. Brittany's phone is in the purse, and Jay's girlfriend must have already checked it. While Jay is arguing with his girlfriend, Kayla quietly leaves the house. Meanwhile, Kenji goes back to Rebecca and tells her that her report about Sam was a lie. Sam's neighbors told Kenji that Sam is a good man. More importantly, Kenji found the last location of Brittany's phone, which is downtown. Kenji knows that Jay also lives downtown. Everything is pointing back to them now. Rebecca quickly walks away from Kenji, upset. Kayla is walking towards her house when Sam drives by. He sees her and stops his car. He asks her some questions. Their talk becomes tense because Kayla is scared to see him. She manages to get away from him, but he doesn't give up. She runs home, and Sam follows right behind her. Rebecca gets home and sees Kayla is unconscious, but Sam didn't hurt her physically. Jay also arrives just after Rebecca. Rebecca tells him that the police now suspect him. Kenji goes to the bus stop where Brittany was last seen. He checks the area carefully. The next day, he comes to Rebecca's house. He asks Rebecca if Kayla went to that bus stop, and she says no. Kenji also checked Brittany's emails. He found an email from Kayla where she threatened to kill Brittany because Brittany had stolen her boyfriend. Everyone knows teenagers say such things, but Kayla actually did it. Her parents understand this now, but they still act like it's a ridiculous idea. Kenji asks Rebecca one more time if Kayla went to that bus stop, and again, she says no. Then he shows her Kayla's inhaler, which he found at the bus stop. Kenji explains that a whole police team is now searching for Brittany in that area, and they have very little time. Hearing this, Rebecca gets even more worried. She realizes she is clearly trapped. She herself got the police involved and dug a hole for them. Now, not only Kayla, but all three of them will be arrested. But Jay still doesn't give up. He has a plan. That night, he and Rebecca go to Sam's house. Jay sneaks into Sam's backyard. He turns on Brittany's phone and hides it there. The idea is to make the police think Sam is involved. But Sam catches him right there. A fight starts between them and Jay ends up killing Sam. Rebecca tries to stop him, but it's too late. It becomes a fight for their survival. They both quickly get into the car and drive away. Then, Sam's body appears in front of their car. Instead of stopping, Rebecca drives right over him. To hide the murder of a man's daughter, they have now also murdered that man. Jay feels very heavy, not light like Kayla seemed after the first incident. With a heavy heart, he watches the blood appear from under his car. And now, what happens next will shake them completely. Brittany appears. Yes, it's Brittany. She is alive. She tells them that she and Kayla planned all of this so Brittany could meet her boyfriend without her dad knowing. That's why Kayla had been acting so calm. The situation is shocking beyond words. Rebecca and Jay's faces show exactly what they are feeling, and the audience feels it too. Brittany sees their shocked expressions and the blood on their car and realizes something terrible has happened. She quickly runs away, planning to go straight to the police. Rebecca and Jay also go straight to Kayla. They don't say anything, just look at her with questions in their eyes. Kayla explains that it was Brittany's idea. She thought it would be funny. Kayla says she was going to tell them everything, but then she heard them talking and laughing together. She liked seeing her parents close again, and she wanted to keep them together like that. At this point, Rebecca and Jay could have been very angry, but they aren't. They realize that all of this is their fault. If they hadn't thought only about themselves and had thought more about Kayla's feelings, maybe this whole situation wouldn't have happened. They don't show her any anger. Kayla knows she will be punished for her actions. We hear the police siren, and the movie ends here.